Mr. Pritam Singh.
Mr. Speaker, in the past, home buyers applied for their flat, CPF housing grants and HDB housing loan at different stages of their flat buying journey. To bring more convenience and help home buyers make more informed decisions, HDB streamlined the flat buying process by integrating the different eligibility assessments into a single application called the HDB Flat Eligibility or HFE letter. The HFE letter provides homebuyers with upfront and holistic assessments of their eligibility to buy an HDB flat, receive CPF housing grants, and take up a HDB housing loan before they commence their flat buying journey. Since the HFE letter was implemented on 9th of May 2023, HDB has processed more than 50,000 HFE applications. For the May BTO sales launch, there were system errors and high application volume. HDB redeployed more officers to assist homebuyers with flat applications that could not be completed successfully online. At the same time, the HFE system was not yet able to handle some complexities in integrating eligibility assessments with data from various agencies, resulting in a higher than expected proportion of cases requiring manual intervention. Hence, some home buyers experienced longer processing times for their HFE applications. HDB is working hard to process the outstanding applications as quickly as possible, and we seek home buyers' patience and understanding. In the lead-up to the October 2023 BTO launch, HDB has carried out additional system enhancements to ensure a smoother flat buying process. We encourage prospective home buyers to apply for the HFE letter early, at least a month before HDB sales exercises. To facilitate expeditious processing, home buyers should submit the required information and supporting documents for their HFE letter application.
Mr. Pritam Singh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Some questions for the SMS. Number one, I don't think the question has been answered vis-a-vis how many applications were affected by the technical issues. I think SMS replied to say if there were 50,000 applications, but that doesn't answer the question. The second SQ deals with a press statement, or I beg your pardon, a response to a press query by CNA on this matter, and it was stated that the issue affecting the HFE matter has been resolved. Can I confirm that there would be no issues of that nature for the October exercise? And with regard to those applications arising from the May 2023 exercise, how many people are still awaiting positive response to their HFE application? Thank you. By positive response, I mean a response to their HFE application.
SMS Simon.
In reply to Mr. Pritam Singh's supplementary questions, in terms of determining how many people were affected, we do know that applicants experienced longer waiting times, but to measure how many people were affected, it is quite difficult to define it. So we look at it in terms of the number of people who have reached out to HDB for assistance because they could not complete their applications. So let's look at them in terms of two categories: those who have applications for resale flats, those buyers who urgently require HFE applications to be completed in order to do their resale transactions, but were not able to do so and have urgent needs. Those that have reached out to HDB have been helped. Now, as for the May sales launch, to HDB's knowledge, because they have made transitional arrangements requiring only an indication, an intention to buy, as well as a preliminary HFE check. So that was a transitional arrangement for May. So to HDB's knowledge, the transitional arrangement has not resulted in buyers missing out on the May sales launch. For the upcoming, in fact, it is current. The current launch for October runs from 4th of October to the 10th. So HDB's commitment is to ensure that those who have submitted the HFE application as well as the supporting documents prior to end of August would receive their HFE outcomes in time to take part in the launch. Can I have the third question again, please?
I think in the main, the SMS has replied. My supplementary questions were really framed with regard to the clarification that HDB gave to the public via CNA. SMS spoke of what does it mean by a delay. So according to the HDB statement, it said it takes up to 21 working days for HFE applications to be processed. So I think the gist of my supplementary question is, how many applications went beyond those 21 days? That should be a very simple criteria in terms of understanding what problems were faced by the HDB. But that is what has already occurred. I think there's another deeper query in terms of moving forward. Are we going to see a repetition of this matter, or has the problem been fully resolved as stated by the HDB press release? I note SMS's qualification with regard to BTO sales launches and resale exercises. Can I just confirm, insofar as HFE applications for resale flats are concerned, there's actually no problem, and that there would be no issue in getting the HFE within 21 days of application?
SMS, Sim, and we are approaching the end of question time, so try to keep your answers short.
Okay, thank you, Speaker. The 21 days that Mr. Pritam Singh has referred to is a service standard. So for the applications that he's referring to, we have about 30% of our HFE applications that were processed within the service standard of 21 days, is about 31%. I should add that there is the issue of whether it meets the 21 days service standard, but there's also the impact, whether or not the delay resulted in, for instance, applicants not being able to take part in the launch. And as I've mentioned, because HDB has also been expediting the processing, and they've also made accommodations on their end. So to HDB's knowledge, applicants were not made to miss out on the May BTO launch, even if they receive their HFE outcomes after the 21 days. So I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you. Sorry. And for the resale applications, for those that have encountered difficulties and have reached out to HDB for help, they have all been helped.